In the beginning, before the creation of the physical universe, there existed a magnificent and eternal realm known as heaven. This celestial kingdom was ruled by God, an omnipotent and omniscient being whose presence filled heaven with light, love, and order. The realm was inhabited by countless angels, divine beings of immense beauty and power, each created with a specific purpose and endowed with unique abilities. The angels were organized into a hierarchy, with different choirs and orders serving distinct roles. Among them, three archangels stood out as leaders: Michael, the protector; Gabriel, the messenger; and Lucifer, the bearer of light. Lucifer was the most radiant and gifted of all the angels, second only to God in beauty and might. His wisdom and splendor were unparalleled, and he held a position of great honor in heaven. Chapter 2. The Seed of Rebellion. Despite his exalted status, Lucifer began to feel a growing sense of pride and ambition. He marveled at his own magnificence and wondered why he should serve rather than rule. This pride slowly turned into envy and resentment. Lucifer's heart, once filled with light, began to darken with thoughts of rebellion. He questioned God's authority and believed that he deserved to sit on the throne of heaven. Lucifer's charisma and eloquence allowed him to sway many angels to his cause. He spoke of freedom, equality, and the promise of a new order where they would no longer be subservient. His words resonated with a third of the angelic host, who began to harbor doubts and discontent. The seeds of rebellion were sown, and a storm was brewing in the otherwise harmonious realm. Chapter 3. The Gathering Storm. As Lucifer's influence grew, so did the tension in heaven. God, in his infinite wisdom, knew of Lucifer's plans and the discontent brewing among the angels. Yet, he allowed events to unfold, respecting the free will he had bestowed upon his creations. Lucifer's followers, emboldened by their leader's defiance, prepared for the inevitable confrontation. The archangel Michael, ever loyal to God, sensed the impending crisis. He gathered the faithful angels and spoke to them of the need to remain steadfast and true to their Creator. Michael's words were a rallying cry for those who valued order, love, and the divine plan. The lines were drawn, and both sides prepared for the coming conflict. Chapter 4. The War in Heaven. The day of reckoning arrived, and heaven was transformed into a battlefield. Lucifer and his followers, armed with their newfound resolve, clashed with Michael and the loyal angels. The serene and radiant realm was filled with the sound of battle, as angelic forces wielded their celestial weapons and powers against each other. The war raged with a ferocity unimaginable to mortals. The very fabric of heaven trembled as light clashed with darkness, and the once harmonious choirs of angels were replaced by the roar of conflict. Michael, leading the charge, fought valiantly against Lucifer, their titanic struggle symbolizing the larger battle between good and evil. Chapter 5. The Fall of Lucifer. Despite his power and the strength of his followers, Lucifer could not withstand the combined might of the loyal angels and the unwavering will of God. Michael, imbued with divine strength, finally overcame Lucifer in a climactic duel. With a mighty blow, Michael cast Lucifer down from the heights of heaven, along with his rebellious host. As they fell, Lucifer and his followers were transformed. Their once radiant forms became twisted and dark, reflecting the corruption that had taken root in their hearts. They were banished to a realm of shadow and despair, a place of torment known as hell. Stripped of their former glory, they became demons, forever marked by their rebellion. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. The war in heaven left scars on the celestial realm, but order and peace were restored. The loyal angels, though saddened by the loss of their former brethren, rejoiced in their victory and rededicated themselves to the service of God. Michael, hailed as the champion of heaven, continued to serve as a protector and leader, his resolve strengthened by the trials he had faced. God, in his infinite mercy, looked upon his creation with love and compassion. The rebellion had been a test, a demonstration of the power of free will and the consequences of pride and defiance. Though saddened by the fall of Lucifer and the other angels, God remained committed to his divine plan, a plan that would ultimately encompass the entire universe. Chapter 7. The Legacy of the War. The story of the war in heaven and the fall of Lucifer became a powerful symbol for both angels and mortals. It was a tale of pride, rebellion, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. The fallen angels, now demons, sought to corrupt and destroy, their hatred for God and his creation driving them to sow chaos and despair. But the loyal angels, led by Michael and the other archangels, remained vigilant. They watched over the physical universe and its inhabitants, guiding and protecting them from the influence of the fallen. The war in heaven was a reminder that even in the face of darkness, light would prevail, and that the love and order of God were eternal. Chapter 8. The Eternal Struggle. The casting out of Satan and his followers marked the beginning of an eternal struggle between good and evil, light and darkness. This conflict would play out across the cosmos, influencing the destinies of countless beings. The angels, now more resolute than ever, took on the mantle of guardians, their vigilance a bulwark against the forces of corruption. Humanity, created in the image of God, became a central focus in this cosmic battle. Satan, driven by his hatred and envy, sought to lead humans astray, to corrupt their hearts and minds. The angels, under the leadership of Michael and the other archangels, worked tirelessly to counteract these efforts, guiding and protecting humanity in their journey toward enlightenment and redemption. Chapter 9. Lessons for Humanity. The story of the war in heaven serves as a profound lesson for humanity. It is a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride, ambition, and the desire for power. Lucifer's fall from grace is a stark reminder that even the most exalted beings can be led astray by their own ego and desires. It teaches the importance of humility, obedience, and faith in the divine plan. The narrative also emphasizes the value of loyalty and the strength that comes from unity and righteousness. Michael's unwavering dedication to God and his role as a protector inspire humans to stand firm in their beliefs and to fight against the forces of darkness in their own lives. The war in heaven is a testament to the enduring power of good and the ultimate triumph of divine love and order. Chapter 10. The Path to Redemption. Despite the rebellion and the casting out of Satan, the possibility of redemption remains a central theme in the divine plan. God's infinite mercy and love extend even to those who have fallen. The story of the war in heaven highlights the potential for forgiveness and the hope that even the most wayward souls can find their way back to the light. For humanity, this message is especially powerful. It underscores the belief that no matter how far one strays, there is always a path to redemption. Through repentance, faith, and a sincere desire to return to God, individuals can overcome their past mistakes and find salvation. The war in heaven is not just a story of conflict and judgment, but also one of hope and the boundless love of the Creator. Chapter 11. The Ongoing Battle. The war in heaven set the stage for an ongoing battle that continues to this day. The fallen angels, now demons, relentlessly seek to undermine God's creation, spreading lies, temptation, and despair. They exploit human weaknesses, driving individuals to sin and away from the divine path. However, the loyal angels remain ever vigilant. They act as guardians and guides, offering protection and inspiration to those who seek the light. Through prayer, faith, and righteous living, humans can draw upon the strength of these celestial beings, finding the courage to resist temptation and to walk the path of virtue. Chapter 12. The Final Victory. The war in heaven and the fall of Satan are but chapters in a much larger story. According to divine prophecy, a final reckoning will come, a day when the forces of good and evil will clash once more in a decisive battle. On this day, the full power of God will be revealed, and the ultimate triumph of light over darkness will be achieved. This final victory will bring an end to suffering, sin, and death. The fallen angels and their master, Satan, will be cast into the abyss, their power broken forever. The faithful, both angelic and human, will be rewarded with eternal peace and joy, basking in the presence of their Creator. Chapter 13. A New Beginning. With the defeat of Satan and his minions, a new era will dawn. Heaven and earth will be united in perfect harmony, and God's creation will be restored to its intended glory. The lessons learned from the war in heaven will resonate through eternity, reminding all beings of the importance of humility, loyalty, and love. The angels will continue to serve as messengers and protectors, their dedication to God and His creation unwavering. Humanity, having passed through trials and tribulations, will inherit a renewed world, a place of peace, joy, and eternal communion with the divine. Chapter 14. Reflections. The story of the war in heaven is a profound and enduring narrative, rich with symbolism and meaning. It speaks to the eternal struggle between good and evil, the consequences of pride and rebellion, and the power of redemption and divine love. It is a story that has been told and retold through the ages, inspiring countless generations to reflect on their own lives and their relationship with the divine. In the end, the war in heaven is not just a tale of conflict and judgment, but a testament to the boundless mercy and love of God. It is a reminder that no matter how great the darkness, the light of the Creator will always shine brighter, guiding all beings toward their ultimate destiny in the divine plan.